What a way for the season to end. The Packers, who have been playing some amazing football of late, snuck into the playoffs, beat the Cowboys, finally fell to our usual suspect, the San Francisco 49ers, in a game that was very, very competitive, where the Packers pretty much outplayed the 49ers for about 55 minutes of that game, but fell apart at the end and ended up losing to San Francisco 24-21. There's a lot to talk about this game. Lots of reactions, a lot of discussions of the future of this team. But first, I want to get through the box score breakdown, then the scoring breakdown as well. And then we'll get into kind of what my thoughts are on this team, what I think the future is going to hold for Green Bay. Because this hurt. This hurt where I did not expect it to hurt. Because I was coming to this game thinking that we were going to lose by quite a bit, like maybe 14, 17 points. I thought the 49ers were that much better than us. But the Packers came in swinging. They put up a great fight, got close, had the lead late, but unable to seal the deal, and my heart broke at the end of this game. Still not the worst loss I've ever seen, not by a long, long shot, but it still hurts nonetheless. Before we get into the scoring breakdown, please remember to like and comment to the channel. And yeah, let's go ahead and get going. Started off in the first quarter with an Anders Carlson 29-yard field goal for a 3-0 Green Bay lead. San Francisco then took the lead in the second quarter with a 32-yard touchdown pass to George Kittle from Brock Purdy for a 7-3 lead. Carlson then hit a 29-yard field goal for a 7-6 Green Bay deficit at halftime. Third quarter, the Packers took a lead on a Bo Melton 19-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love for a 13-7 lead. McCaffrey then had a 39-yard touchdown run, wide open, bad tackling, 14-13 San Francisco. Packers retook the lead with a Tucker Kraft 2-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love, and they also completed a 2-point conversion pass to Aaron Jones for a 21-14 lead. But the Packers will not score again, as 49ers got a Jake Moody 52-yard field goal and a Christian McCaffrey 6-yard touchdown late in the game for the final score of 24-21. If you take a look at the box score, Jordan Love had a great first three quarters. Fell apart in the fourth a little bit. 21 for 34, 194 yards. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Did not get sacked once, which is very good against this front. Aaron Jones, 5th straight 100-yard game. 18 carries for 108. Long of 53 yards that did not end up in points somehow. Dobbs had 4 for 83, including an absolutely beautiful catch and throw from Jordan Love. Jaden Reed, 4 for 35. Melton, 1 for 19 and a touchdown. Musgrave, 3 for 14. And Tucker Kraft, 3 for 9 with a touchdown. Fumbles. Keyshawn Nixon did fumble on a massive kick return, but luckily Eric Wilson was able to recover on a really amazing dive. And so defense, Quay Walker had 9 tackles, TFL as well. There was 1 sack that was split up between Kenny Clark and Preston Smith. And then Devondre Campbell, Darnell Savage both had pass deflections. Both Savage and Nixon had passes that should have been intercepted, but were not able to do so. Kick return, Nixon had a couple really good ones, including a 73-yarder that really set up the Packers good on their second touchdown drive. Anders Carlson, 2 for 3 with a big miss late in the game where he missed a 41-yarder that would have put the Packers up by 7. So, yeah, not much to say there. Overall, I am still extremely proud with the fight this team had. We punched our best shot at San Francisco, and San Francisco did not look good for the vast majority of the game. Until the final drive of the game, Brock Purdy did not look good. He was missing wide open receivers. This ball was pretty slick. There's 2 times where he should have thrown interceptions that were not interceptions at all. And, of course, on the final drive, the Packers' soft zone defense, led by Joe Barry, just let them march down the field with easy short completions that were able to get yak by guys like Jawan Jennings, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk on that final drive. McCaffrey had a pretty good game, 17 carries, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns, plus 7 receptions for 30 yards. Again, another thing with the Packers, we do not tackle well, and that was, you can't do that against the 49ers, who are very much a yak machine on offense. Yes, and it's just Dre Greenlaw had both picks on Jordan Love, one of which came on the when Packers were trying to get on either a game-winning touchdown or a game-time field goal late in the game. Jordan Love made a terrible decision to throw a crossbody across the field and end up being easy interception there. So yeah, a lot of this was even though the Packers did best, the story of this game is missed opportunities for Green Bay. There's missed opportunities on offense where we got into the red zone 3 times in the first half, came away with 6 points only, which is not great. There was the 2 missed interceptions by Darnell Savage and Keyshawn Nixon that were not able to be completed as interceptions that helped keep San Fran alive. There's a couple of conversions that we weren't able to make, easy third downs not able to make, basically just showing the inexperience of a young football team. And that's besides the ref ball that kind of happened there that kind of screwed over the Packers a couple times. One of which was early on in the game when the Packers were driving inside the red zone, had a 4th and 1, decided to keep it sneaking like most teams do. There's clear video evidence that Jordan Love broke the plane, but the ref gave such a bad spot compared to where Jordan Love was actually at that killed that driving gated ball back to San Francisco. And there's another part that was a really bad spot that would given Jordan Love on a sneak, but luckily Wolford challenged that one, and then we got that overturned. And on the touchdown drive, I think it was on touchdown drive to George Kittle in the first half, the refs missed an obvious intentional grounding penalty. Doesn't matter that the line shifted to block. Brock Purdy was still in the tackle box when he threw that ball away to no one that should have been grounding, and that killed that drive. Granted, the Packers should not have given up a wide open 32-yard touchdown pass, which I completely agree with, but that kind of changed the whole dynamic there. And at the end of the game, the way that defense was playing, Joe Barry did not have the best game plan on the San Francisco drive there, basically not being very aggressive. For the first 3 quarters, amazing game plan, but for some reason just fell completely apart in the 4th quarter, and it's just not a very good look. And so the 2023 season comes to an end for the Packers in the divisional round, which, if you told me that at the beginning of the year, that the Green Bay Packers, under Jordan Love, would have made it to the divisional round and took the San Francisco 49ers to the edge and almost won, I would have said, nah, no way that's happening. So this is an extremely, extremely successful season. You got pieces to build around, but there are some concerns heading into the offseason of what the Packers might need to do to take that next step. That includes the Joe Barry question, which I believe they should not retain Joe Barry. That's just my personal opinion. These past 3 games aside, his entire body of work, you don't win because of Joe Barry's schemes. You win in spite of it. And so that's that there. Also, Anders Carlson needs to be better. Needs to be better. And that's the 2 main questions heading into the offseason. What are we going to do with Joe Barry, and what are we going to do about the kicking game? Because those 2 things cost us this game. And those things, defense and kicking, have cost us in the past as well. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How do you think the Packers season went? What do you think about this performance against San Francisco? And I'll see you again very soon with some Milwaukee Brewers content, some Packers offseason content, and my predictions for the NFL, NFC, and AFC championship games. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you again very soon.